What's up, guys? To be completely honest with you, it is really weird making a video like this. I never really expected to do a face reveal on this channel. I don't know how many of you actually wanted it. I don't think I ever saw a do a face reveal comment, but for maybe that 1% of you that wanted it, here it is. I did not write a script for this video because I kind of just want to come on here and talk about where I've been and what happened to Kyropulse and where it's going. So I'm just gonna do that. So I apologize if there's a lot of cuts in this video. This video is probably just for that top 20% that actually care. And maybe that percentage is smaller or higher, I'm not sure, but anyway, let's get into it. So I started Kyropulse my sophomore year. I was 16 at the time, and ever since I was 12, like a little child, I had always wanted to do something on YouTube, you know, like many of us have. So I had a bunch of different channels throughout the years that did different things, and before I ever started YouTube, I made music, which kind of was a foothold into the whole creative door, which then led me to, you know, find passions for other things, which I'll get into later in this video. But yeah, when I was 16, I finally made the decision to try YouTube again, and I came up with Kyropulse, and I really just posted on it relentlessly until something stuck. And I think the issue that actually happened was that something stuck. And that something was Minecraft cave dweller videos. Let me kind of give you a time frame here. It was a really slow grind, that very first maybe 15, 20 videos. But I kept doing it. I kept I knew that I enjoyed it. You know what I mean? The reason I was doing it is because I truly enjoyed it. I got into a workflow that, you know, made it easy for me, and I just kept making videos. But at the same time, I got so obsessed with the YouTube algorithm and trying to find the next trend before it actually happened. At some point, this YouTuber named Gargan, who I believe makes mods for different types of games. It's been a while. I don't really remember that well. But anyway, one day he made a video that was a mod for Minecraft, which was, I think, the first time he ever did it, and he called it the Cave Dweller. And I was out of town this day, and I was scrolling on YouTube, you know, just looking for things, and this video popped up in my feed, and I saw that it was posted 6 hours ago. And I watched it, and I was like, whoa, this is really good. So I immediately looked it up on YouTube, considering it was new. I knew that not many people could have, you know, made videos on it yet. I saw that there were 2 other videos on it. So you have the audience, and then you have creators. And this cave dweller video had a huge audience, and there was no one making content on it. And everybody was wanting content on it. And there were I think 2 other videos, and no offense to whoever made them, but it was clearly their very first YouTube videos. They were not that great, but I mean, good on them. They also saw a trend and hopped on it. And they got a bunch of views for videos that weren't, you know, amazing. But anyway, I get home that night. It's already been, I think, 12 hours since the Gargan video. I stayed up for the rest of the night. I pulled an all-nighter, and I made that very first cave dweller video, and I edited it, and I did all of my stuff, and I posted it. I made that video, and I went to sleep, and I was expecting to maybe wake up with 100 subscribers. But I knew what I did was good, and I knew it was gonna go somewhere. I just had no clue to the extent that it was gonna go. Well, I woke up, and I think I had 600 subscribers, and the video had 100,000 views. And I was it blew my mind. I mean, it really changed the entire way that I thought about YouTube. And from then on out, I just kept copy pasting that same recipe, that same method of Minecraft horror mod, you know, make it kind of cinematic, and then post it. And that, I loved it. It was super fun. But the issue was my audience. And this might be some of you watching this, and it might not be. The audience that was really loving these videos probably isn't the same one watching this right now. It was a lot of children, and children don't care as much about quality as they do quantity. So my competitors in this, you know, little micro niche of Minecraft horror were making a bunch of videos really quickly, but weren't putting as much time or effort into them, or as much editing, and didn't really try to give them that same cinematic feel. And it really took a toll on me. It really made me think I was super boxed in. I couldn't have fun with this anymore because my videos were flopping because, you know, everybody else was making them like 10 times faster, which is great. Like, they understood the audience. I'm not bashing these people at all, by the way. They understood the audience. They understood what they wanted, and they gave them just that. You know, I was going over the top for what I actually needed to be doing, I guess. But that's just the way I wanted to make YouTube videos. And I guess that way just really took a toll on me. So after a while of making those videos, I eventually like slowed down, and eventually I stopped. And by the time I stopped, I think it was my junior year of high school, maybe, like the end of junior year, maybe, I realized that YouTube wasn't fulfilling me creatively anymore. And this is whenever I got the idea to learn Blender. So the summer of my junior year, I got this idea of an animation that I wanted to make. So I spent a couple months learning Blender, like on YouTube and stuff. Anyone can do it. Over the next few months, I started to make an animation, which was pretty crazy considering I didn't like hardly know Blender. I was kind of learning it as I went. And then eventually by like senior year December, I had something that I was proud of. And I entered it into a bunch of like film festivals and competitions. It actually ended up doing really well. I'll link all of that. I guess I'm officially connecting all of my online personas now, which, cool, I guess. I don't know. I never thought I'd do that either. Anyway, it did really well at some of these festivals. For example, here is, right behind me, a Telly Award that I won for it. I don't know if I doubt anyone knows what this is. It's basically an award that like recognizes, I'm trying to quote their motto. It's like it recognizes, you know, film and media or something like that. Anyway, there were a few other things that I won. I'm not gonna go into I'm not trying to brag here. I'm just trying to tell you where I've been. I guess I'm now back to a point where all of the stuff from my film has died down, and I'm still making films, I'm still making music, I'm still doing all of that. I just want to still have an outlet here on Kyropulse where I can, you know, come post videos, or I can come make gaming content. And truthfully, I really miss it. You know, here recently, I've really been missing it. Yeah, I just want to have the outlet again. So will I be making more Minecraft horror content? Probably not. I mean, maybe there's a small chance, maybe someday I want to, but probably not. Truth is, I'm not really doing this anymore for the views or the subscribers or the money or anything like that. I'm really just doing it as an outlet. I just don't want Kyropulse to stay dead, because I did work on it really hard, and I don't want that to go to waste. And I still want to post on it. I just don't want to be boxed into that little micro Minecraft horror community niche, where frankly, I'm not able to make the content that I want. I guess that's it. I should have a video coming to you guys pretty soon about a game that just came out. I hope you stick around to watch it. And thank you for sticking around. Anybody that's watching this right now, thank you for sticking around through my 6-month hiatus. I think it's been something like that. Anyway, I love all of you guys. Later, guys. That didn't come off very smooth.